It's about 10 minutes to 1 on a Saturday. A bit overcast, but apparently it's not going to be any rain, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm heading off to Branches Nursery because I want to get some cover, some plants for coverage down the back of the house. Tiger grass has been suggested, clumping tiger grass, which you've got two types of bamboo. You can get a runner, which will go across, can go 12 foot out and over neighbours' fences and stuff, and you don't want that. We can have the clumping variety, which won't spread around for neighbours and what have you, and that's the type I'd like. It's a rapid growing screening type foliage, and they'd be perfect for the back of the house to provide a bit of privacy. So that's good. Another little quirk in this house, I found out, with the tap in the kitchen, I've had a very poor water flow, and it was getting worse. And I realised what they'd done is they put some little filter, they'd screwed it onto the end of the tap, and it had basically stopped 90% of the water coming through. So I've pulled it out. I think it's full of carbon fragments, probably as a filtering mechanism. So I've just taken it off, and now the water flow is substantially faster. Only trouble is there's a slight drip there, so I'll have to get another one just to prevent the water continually leaking. So that's a bit of a hassle, but yeah, today it's actually grand final day in WA. They're not playing it in Victoria, and a friend of mine, a couple of friends are rabid Melbourne supporters, so they'll be quite interested because Melbourne's playing the Bulldogs. Should be a very good game, and it won't be broadcast here till about 5. It'll start at 5:15 rather than about 3:15 traditional. So they're going for a twilight game because it's in WA. So there'll still be. It's about 3:15. Well, what time? Or maybe it's 6:15 here, and which would equate to about 4:15 over there in WA. That's what it is, yeah. So yeah, I'll watch that later today. It could be a very good match. I didn't have a problem with the remote control, my TV remote control clashing with the Bluetooth. It was actually fine. I've actually got the sound bar working, but I can't get the bloody subwoofer working. It's supposed to be paired with the actual sound bar, but it's a cheap sound bar. The one good thing though is that I can understand the speech now, because with the Samsung TV, great picture, but I found it really hard to understand people speaking, and now with the sound bar, it's much clearer. So that's been a big bonus. But anyway, I'm going to get off to Branches because they're not open tomorrow. I've got my handyman coming around tomorrow at 2 o'clock to look at this flywire screen to get it working, because not only can't I lock it with the key out the exterior, I can't snib it shut from inside either. It was working, now it's not. So it's good of him to turn up though. He's going to turn up tomorrow on Sunday, so that's nice. But Branches isn't open Sunday, and they close at 4 o'clock today, so I better get a wriggle on and arrange for a delivery of stuff next week. So that'll be good, because I just need a little bit more stuff, a few more pots, and I've still got, see, a lot of soil there. That's a lot of potting mix still I've got to put in the pots. I'm going to get another 20 pots, and so yeah, quite a bit to do. Anyway, so that's basically it at this stage, and like I say, it's probably about 1 o'clock. I've been gas bagging enough. No, it's 4 minutes to. I'm not the verbal diarrhea isn't quite as bad as I was thinking, but yeah, look, I'll get on the road and head back to Branches and get some advice on what I can use shrub wise or tree wise. Maybe get a couple more fruiting trees and some shrubs, and just make up a border down the back. Then I mightn't even have to worry about buying and getting a new fence built. My neighbour doesn't seem concerned. She hasn't contacted me, so but they'll bring the car into their backyard now. I can see the headlights of the car shining into my backyard, so it's hardly an ideal situation. So yeah, something's got to be done. Well, I got through pretty well straight away today. It is Saturday, so I guess the traffic ain't as bad. So just got to go down here for a couple of roundabouts. The third one up do a left-hand turn. You've seen this before, but I don't think I've taken a shot at this particular position, so I guess it's slightly different. So, little puffed, got to get my fitness up, but looking forward to getting back to Branches. Well, hitched up my bike to the front there next to a water pipe. Should be alright. It's very quiet here. I thought there'd be a lot of people here, but no. It's lovely looking around the nursery though. It's very nice. Yeah, I'm very surprised it's so quiet. I would have thought weekends would be busy. I mean, they're closed tomorrow, so anyway. Oh, the offices are over here. It looks like the plants have taken over from the people. There's no staff only. Where are they? If only. Oh, it's like post-apocalyptic. No one here. Mind you, it was Google Maps that said they closed at 4, so that could mean anything. But the gates are open. It would certainly normally indicate that they're open for business, but it's a bit difficult when you haven't got anybody to serve. Oh, jeez. Well, if they've got lunch here, sure they're not going to all knock off at once. Okay. I don't know, find a seat down there and just wait. That's interesting. Quite colourful balloon. Very colourful. I wonder if they have any fruit. It is like post-apocalypse. They've got the fan still on. Like when Vesuvius went. Well, not that our electric fan's in. Oh dear. Pretty big banana palms. Oh, this would be a pain in the ass if there's no one here today. Doesn't make sense. Should provide seating. Well, I've got all the stuff bought. I bought myself 20 of those 200ml pots. And I got myself a number of palms. I didn't actually get the tiger grass. They didn't have any. They had a little bit of bamboo. It didn't look particularly great. but I've got a combination of green plants that have some flowers, and I got banana. It's a red banana. Apparently I think the banana producers have put a sort of, won't allow nurseries to sell the commercial ones. I guess they're trying to protect their turf. Now the place is swamped with stuff. When I turned up, there was no one here. So there you go. So that's definitely open till 4 o'clock, so that was correct. And Matt takes Saturdays off, so I had a young guy look after me. He's a nice guy. It's pretty good. I don't want to leave my my bike behind. So there you go. And there are more customers now, so I just picked, because I was here at lunchtime, I think it was pretty quiet. One of the lady who came here as customer, she said she felt it was pretty humid today. And it might explain why I'm puffing so much on the bike. I can feel the breeze going that direction, so I think the bike ride home would be a lot easier. And I've got the more vital thing to do. I've got a vital stop at Liquorland to pick up some red wine on the way home. So that's it. So bye Branches for a while, and I should get the delivery midway through the week or whatever, so that'd be good. Here we are at Yorkey's Knob Bar. Yorkey's Knob Boat. What is boat? Anyway. It's a boat bar. That's not really the boat bar. It's yacht good. Club, is it? Yacht club? No, it's not a yacht club. It's a boat club, I think. Okay. It's a boat club. Yeah. Oh, it's nice. Lovely. All back on garden duties after a fairly leisurely boozy day down at Yorkey's Knob yesterday. Just took a panning shot of the deck area. It's very nice there. The beers are pretty cheap actually. If you get you pay $5 for an annual discount card, which Lynn had. So I returned a shout with her on using her card, and that wasn't a problem. So that was good. You can see how dry it is here. The grass is really drying out. We've had a sprinkling of rain last night, but not much. I'm doing gardening duties now because finally my plants have arrived, and the horse float from Branches Nursery. Some of the new seedlings are coming up. This is going to be the big test here to see how this particular potting mix that I got from Northside Raw Materials actually holds up, because the Brunnings was less than impressive for me. So this one has these plants have germinated. The others, there's another couple that have germinated. They seem to be doing okay, so it's a good sign so far, but I think you need to leave it for about a month to see whether the potting mix is okay. Of course, now I've got the cow manure, it's a bit easier to put some improve the friability of the soil and also the nutrition. That's my new compost bin. I've given it a hard task. I put some leaves in with a lot of the palm fronds and what have you, but it's going to take a long time to break down. It gets a fair bit of sun here, so it should be all right. And I've just got a clump of dirt happening right behind it because I've got a couple of fairly large plants I bought at Branches on Saturday. Look at that one. That's a monster, that one. So that's already going to provide a bit of cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the cow manure to this pile of soil that I got from Northside Raw Materials months ago, and I'll put another clump there with maybe that one. I've got the banana. I might put the banana palm just there actually near there, and I might put this one on the other side so to break it up a bit. But I desperately need a bit of cover down there. And I had another frond drop onto top of this where I'm growing all these plants. These palm fronds are a real pain in the backside, I've got to say. I'm coming round to doing what my neighbours next door did, just getting rid of them altogether, because there's still 4 of them over there. There's another one there. That one's probably okay, but yeah, they're so messy. They drive me nuts, and you know, like they might destroy a couple of the trees I've planted, because some of those frond branches can be quite heavy. So now I'm going down to the front where I've got the banana palm in with a bag of the cow manure. Still got 6 packs of cow manure left, so this is only the 4th one I've gone through. This has turned out to work fairly well, this garden cart. I actually loaded up with earth, and I tried to get it over a little bump, and the whole thing, look, it sort of bent like the Tacoma Bridge. I don't know if you've seen this classic thing where there's a bridge I think it was in the 30s. They built it really badly so that it actually swayed. The arch in the centre swayed back and forward, and this is what reminded me of how my cart was going when it headed over towards where the concrete is. So it didn't look very stable. It's a bit of a warm day, so I think I'll just get one mound done today. What they did also do, because they forgot to include the 200mm plastic pots as part of the deal, he gave me some about half the size, probably almost 20 of these smaller ones I can use for seeding. So that's fantastic. So they're good guys there. They look after you. And you know, they basically forgotten to put that in the order as well. So anyway, so we're going to try to make that into a little productive area. Once the plant establishes with roots and whatever, hopefully it'll hold the soil. I may have to get some rocks. I could get them from Northside. They do supply that sort of stuff, so that's another option, just to keep the soil intact. I could ring it with rocks. That's a possibility, I guess. But right now I'm just going to add the cow manure. Then I'm going to put in the really tall one in there, plant it, water it in, put some mulch on the top, and hopefully it'll be okay. So we'll just see. That's the theory anyway. So yeah, a bit of sweat required today. I've got to really should do a bike ride as well, but it feels a bit humid. I don't know, I might curtail it. You can see there's a few clouds there, so it's sort of, yeah, we might even get a thunderstorm or two, who knows. I didn't look at the forecast. I'll have to buy tomato stakes. Things are getting quite serious here. As you can see, the fruit is getting quite mature. Isn't red yet, isn't going red, but they won't get much bigger. They're cherry tomato. That's a cherry tomato plant, and it does get buffeted by wind here, so I don't want the stem to break. So and there's a couple growing there too. Yeah, the tomatoes are doing really well. I'm very happy with them. And I've also got a green pepper that's maturing, and that's exciting too, because I really do want some green pepper. So I want to actually make up my my spaghetti sauce. So that'd be fabulous if that comes through. Yeah, I had calamari yesterday actually, and I had it in a different form. It was in wedges, not without any batter, just in wedges. They included tartar sauce to dip it into, and that was really nice. That was an entree serve, and it's about $15. The full serve is at $22, but that was more than enough food. And Lynn bought herself a full salad with tentacles. So it had smoked squid tentacles. Actually, it was really tasty because she couldn't eat it all, so she gave me about 3 pieces of it, and it was delicious. The food there's great. So yeah, I'd recommend the Yorkey's Knob Boat Club is a great place to go, especially during the week when it probably isn't quite as busy. There was still a couple of dozen people there dining when we were there just after midday, but I can imagine on the weekends it must get absolutely packed out. So yeah, I'd recommend it. Very nice. And they do have a courtesy bus, but of course with courtesy buses you might be waiting a while for it to pick you up. The girl at reception told me it should take, just ring 5 to 10 minutes before you want to leave. It sounded very optimistic to me, because I've read a couple of reviews on things like TripAdvisor, and there was a really horrific one. Mind you, it was back in 2013 about a crazy driver. That might have been a one-off incident. So I think she locked them into the minibus, which is highly illegal and almost like a siege situation. Could be actually charged with doing something like that, I would think. You're in a position of responsibility. Maybe things were a bit slacker back in 2013, but that's the digital world for you. It can come back to haunt you. You've got a permanent record there, so that's why politicians hate the bloody thing, and celebrities. But I don't give a stuff about celebrities anyway. I think the world would be a better place without most of them. Anyway, that's just my grumpy old opinion. So anyway, look, I'm just putting off getting back into it. I've got to get some scissors. I'll open up the cow manure. I'll probably put a mask on because I don't want to get any bacteria or whatever out of it is a live biological thing after all. So seeing I've got asthma, it's not a smart move to subject yourself to anything more than I need to, but that's the only time I'll be wearing a mask, I'll tell you. I just can't stand the bloody things. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you or entertainment or whatever, and either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.